Hello everyone and welcome to the amazing GameMaker Studio tutorial. We're going to make a maze game, so let's go and call it a amazing tutorial. Alright, by the way, GameMaker news comes up when you open it. I actually recommend reading it. There's learning that's like the main website right there. Really looking to Hyper Light Drifter. So this is just a dashboard. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and just get started. So first thing we need are sprites. We need 2 sprites minimum. Create sprite, SPR, player. This will be the player. Okay. That's what your person is. If that's not self-explanatory, we're going to make a 32 by 32 sprite. We are going to make it a circle. I like the color green. And filled only, outlining filled. Our inside color, outside color, inside color. Alright. Circle up at the top. Alright. This is going to go to face. Okay, that is our player sprite. Show preview. We'll center it at 1616 of its own coordinates, which is a 32 by 32 sprite. Precise collision checking. Modify mask. We are going to do automatic, which will be the circle. Hit OK. Alright. Then just sprite. Create sprite, which will be SPR wall, which will be what the player collides into. Although they should avoid it. This is a maze game. New sprite, 32 by 32. Double click. Fill black. Center. Alright, so we've got our 2 sprites. We've got player and the wall. We'll go ahead and go to objects, create object, which will be obj, which is abbreviated for object, player, sprite, add event. So these are the events that are preloaded into GameMaker. GameMaker has its very own custom coding program. Create, step, collision, etc. I'm going to use a step event. Here's the different controls in the game. The essential short coding, so you can do move fixed, move free, but I just usually do the code. 3 slashes means that when you exit this event obj player step 1, it will be listed in the box as whatever I call it, which will be player movement, as opposed to execute the script. So we'll just go ahead and see it says here player movement. Double click that. And we are going to use the WASD keys. So we will press if keyboard check. And this automatically fills in. We will do open parentheses, ORD, open parentheses, quote. We will do, let's do A first, close quote, close parentheses twice, open bracket. And we'll do X minus equals 3, close bracket, semicolon. Now what this code means is keyboard check, which is if it checks if the A button is pressed, it will go back 3 spaces per tick. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just check that for now. We'll go create a room, call this test. Alright, we're going to add object, player. We will change the setting. This will be an 800 by 600 room. Keep it hidden in from the screen. And we'll hit play. This is the debug option, but we don't really need to debug this at the moment. We'll code is simple. If A, and it works. Obviously, we don't have any other keys to press. So And we'll go back to the player object. Let's go ahead and copy that. And paste it. So we need +3 to go right. That'll be tied to keyboard D. -3 will be W going vertical upwards. So this will be Y on the XY plane, lowercase. And S, this will be Y +3. So now we have our 4-directional movement. Save that and test it. Alright, we've got 2 movements. A 4-directional movement. If you hit 2 arrows, you can go in a 45-degree angle. So it's not a perfect circle, and that's perfectly okay. So the next thing we need is the walls, which we already have the object for, or the sprite, I should say. So we'll start working on the object. So objects, create object. We'll go to sprite for SPR wall. We will name this OBJ wall. It will be a solid object, and that's all it really needs to do, because it's just going to sit there. We'll go back to the test, and objects there. Well, just go ahead and put a few of these around here. Alright, so there is our. We are going to change the 16 by 16 so we can put this a bit more in the center. Alright, and we will hit check and play. And there's our initial part of the maze, so we've got that working. So then we'll just want to save our progress, obviously Control S. This maze is awfully simple. If you hit the wall, nothing happens. So we are going to go back into our code, add event, collision with wall, go Control, code. So now we will do room restart and open close parentheses, which means self. So if what this says is if the player, this guy, touches the wall, which is the black square here, it'll execute this code, which is room restart. So let's test to make sure that's true. So move it along, touch the wall. Try again. Move along, try again. Move along. Alright, so we've got that code working. Anytime you touch the wall, restart. So now we want to make an end goal, so we need more rooms. So go ahead and just go to sprites, create new. We'll put this SPR underscore goal. Put sprite, new sprite. We'll do this 16 by 32. And this doesn't need to be anything fancy. Just go ahead and drop the flag. That's what we want. Alright, there's our flag. It's a little bit asymmetrical, but that's kind of what I wanted. We'll make this red. And we'll make the bowl silver, just for the sake of color. Alright, check. Center. Alright. Create object. Is OJ underscore goal. Add event. Actually doesn't need an event either. It does need a sprite. Alright, so we've got the player, the ball, and the goal. So add event, collision with object goal, control, code, and we will do this under go to next and go to next. Go back to our test. We go to objects, insert, go. And we'll hit play, and I'm doing this on purpose because there will be an error, which is that we do not have a next room. So when you move, you go up, you touch it, fatal error in action 1, step object. Room go to next. Well, that is because there is not a next room, there's only this one test room, which is, pretty useless if you want a game. So just hit abort, which closes out the whole thing. We'll go to rooms. Actually, let's change this room first. Name 1. I didn't know that. Invalid name. String begins with number. Test 1. Or actually, we'll do room 1, room 2, etc. Room 1. We'll duplicate. That is room 2. And we'll duplicate it one more time. Room 3. And we'll hit play. That is the same room twice, so we save it properly. And obviously there's no change because the rooms are exactly identical. So we want to make some sort of change in the rooms. So we go to room 2, move the flag, objects, wall, obviously you can add little challenges like making something a bit more narrow, but since I haven't tested out how effective that is, I'm going to go ahead and just avoid that line of thinking. We'll move this here. Right, so this is room 2. And room 3, we'll just go ahead and put that right here. Alright, so now we've got 3 different rooms. We'll hit play. Alright, room 1. Okay, that's reset. It's still working. Buttons are still working. Alright, they're all. And this is precise, so it'll reset at any moment. Room 2. And room 3. And we've got the abort Obviously, I can change it to be a winning, so let's go ahead and okay, so we've got our 3 rooms. We're going to just duplicate the sprite, put this j underscore win sprite, and get this blue so the differential shows up. Full bucket, duplicate j underscore. This actually won't win. We'll do this just under win for now. This needs to be SPR. Alright, SPR goal, change SPR win. And we'll go to object player, add event, collision with object win, control, execute code, game. So this means that if the player flags with the blue flag, the game will end. So we'll change this to the win flag. Alright, room 1, room 2, put that on the plus, room 3, and it's still the room that was set, so not the whole game. And game end. Alright guys, thanks for watching this instructional on how to make an amazing game in GameMaker.